Princess Diaries 3, The Royal Wedding Asterisk. What if the fairy tale didn't end with a crown, but with a choice? Years have passed since an ordinary girl stepped into royal shoes, and the world has been waiting ever since. Now the palace doors are opening again, the crown is shining brighter than ever, and a new chapter is about to begin. This time, it's not just about becoming a princess. This time, it's about love, duty, and a wedding that could change everything. Once upon a time, a shy girl from San Francisco discovered that her life was never ordinary at all. She learned how to walk, how to speak, how to rule, and most importantly, how to believe in herself. The world watched as Mia Thermopolis grew from an awkward teenager into the future Queen of Genovia. Her journey was full of mistakes, laughter, and moments that felt like magic. And just when the story felt complete, the fairy tale quietly paused. Now, years later, the sound of palace doors echoes once more. Genovia stands tall and beautiful, just as it always has, but something feels different. The halls carry memories of lessons learned, of crowns once too heavy to wear, and of a young woman who was never sure she belonged. The mirrors still reflect the past, but they also show someone new, stronger, wiser, and ready to face what comes next. Mia is no longer the girl who tripped in ball gowns or feared public speeches. She is a queen shaped by time, responsibility, and quiet courage. Yet deep inside, the same heart remains, the heart that once wished for a normal life. As the music swells and the memories return, one truth becomes clear. Every fairy tale must continue, whether we are ready or not. The world may remember how her story began, but it has no idea how it will end. Because some crowns are inherited, and some choices must be made. The crown sits perfectly now, but it has never felt heavier. As Queen of Genovia, Mia carries more than tradition, she carries expectations. Every step she takes is watched, every decision is judged. The people look to her for hope, for strength, for a future that feels safe and certain. And behind the palace walls, voices whisper the same question again and again. What comes next? Royal meetings fill the days, and silence fills the nights. Advisors speak of duty, of legacy, of what a queen must do to protect her country. Genovia needs stability. Genovia needs an heir. And according to tradition, that means one thing: a royal wedding. The word spreads fast, from palace halls to city streets, from headlines to hopeful hearts. The world celebrates before the choice is even made, but Mia hesitates because being a queen taught her how to lead, but being human taught her how to feel. Love cannot be planned like a ceremony. The past still lingers in quiet moments, old feelings, old dreams, and the life she once imagined for herself. The crown demands answers, but her heart asks questions. Can duty and love truly walk the same path, or must one be left behind? As pressure grows, the palace feels smaller. Smiles become practiced. Appearances become masks. The royal life looks perfect from the outside, yet inside a storm is forming. This is not the story of a girl learning to be a princess. This is the story of a woman deciding what kind of queen she will be. And in the shadow of the crown, one choice will change everything. The announcement shakes the world like a sudden bell ringing through the palace. A royal wedding is coming. Gold letters fill the pages of newspapers, and the name of Genovia shines across every screen. The people cheer, the palace prepares, and the fairy tale seems ready to continue exactly as everyone imagined. Dresses are sketched, flowers are chosen, and the palace glows with celebration. But fairy tales are never that simple. Behind closed doors, the smile fades. The choice placed before Mia is not clear, and the path ahead is filled with doubt. Love does not follow royal schedules, and hearts do not obey rules. A familiar presence from the past returns quietly, bringing feelings Mia thought she had already understood. Old emotions rise, stronger than before, reminding her that some connections never truly disappear. As the wedding day draws closer, tension grows. The palace buzzes with excitement, yet every step toward the altar feels uncertain. The crown shines under bright lights, but the future remains hidden in shadows. Is this wedding a promise of happiness, or a sacrifice made for the sake of duty? The world sees a perfect queen preparing for a perfect day, but inside, Mia stands at a crossroads. One path leads to tradition, safety, and approval. The other leads to truth, risk, and the chance to follow her heart. The closer the bells come, the harder the choice becomes, because this wedding is not just about love, it is about identity. And the final decision will not only shape a marriage, it will shape a kingdom. As the wedding day arrives, Genovia stands still. The palace is alive with light, music, and hope. Bells ring through the streets, and the world waits for a moment that feels written by destiny. Inside the palace, Mia takes one last breath before stepping forward. This is the moment every princess is told to dream of. Yet this moment is different. Because it belongs to her alone, for the first time, the crown does not guide her. Her heart does. Mia steps into the future with calm strength, no longer torn between who she is and who she is expected to be. She understands now that being a queen does not mean giving up love, and love does not mean losing power. True leadership comes from honesty, courage, and the bravery to choose your own happiness. The fairy tale was never about perfection. It was always about growth. As the celebration unfolds, Genovia witnesses something rare: a queen who rules with both wisdom and heart. The crowd cheers, not because tradition was followed, but because truth was honored. This is not the ending they expected, but it is the one they needed, because every princess must write her own story. Every queen must claim her own future. And this fairy tale proves that happily ever after is not given. It is chosen. Princess Diaries 3. The Royal Wedding. Just when the story feels complete, the fairy tale leans in closer and whispers one last promise. This is not the end of Mia's journey, it is the beginning of something greater. The crown she once feared has become a symbol of who she chose to be. Not a girl shaped by rules, but a woman shaped by courage. Genovia looks toward the future with new eyes. The palace no longer feels like a place of pressure, but a home filled with possibility. Laughter echoes through its halls again. The city glows with pride, knowing their queen did not just follow tradition, she redefined it. Her story becomes a reminder that leadership is not about perfection, but about heart. As the music softens, memories flash like warm light lessons learned. Fears faced, love found, and choices made. The journey that began with uncertainty now stands on confidence. The princess who once doubted herself has become a queen who trusts herself completely, and somewhere between fairy tale and reality, one truth shines brighter than any crown. Growing up does not mean letting go of dreams. It means choosing them with open eyes. The world may call it a royal ending, but it feels like something more powerful. It feels real, because some stories grow with us. Some characters never leave. And some fairy tales were never meant to end. Only to evolve. Princess Diaries 3 reminds us why we believed in magic in the first place and why we still do.